Hello, SNA assassinators. 20 seconds later. I hope I didn't take too long. And yes, I did change my orange because it's the Rampage side of AEW back-to-back on the go-home show before AEW All Out tonight. And then, yeah, the match did not stop because we got Bryan Danielson continue trying to do the whole right on the Jack Perry, and he probably would have gotten away with this win if it wasn't for the meddling bitches. And I apologize for saying that word. Hopefully that'll be the last time. Maybe not, because I got the review video that I need to do. I need to do my predictions, like on who's going to win tonight. But yeah, we got Bryan Danielson was like, oh, no matter. With the the rest of the Blackpool Combat Club came in for the aid of Bryan. That's where we got, what's his name? Willie Yuta was getting outnumbered by the Elite, like with them tagging each other in and hitting a four-way team until we got Bryan Danielson was trying to help out Willie Yuta when he found a way to take out the Bucks, and after he hit a running knee strike right on to Nicholas Jackson, he get pushed right over. I was like, I'll be damned. Like, I should have known. Like, curse that piece of sugar honey iced tea. Like, hopefully he gets a whole pile of liquid sugar honey iced tea like being dropped on his head. And some of y'all, but Austin, it's already a liquid. Like, so why are you talking about something that's liquid that about be a liquid version of it if it's already is? Like, well, I'm not talking about that sweet refreshing beverage. I'm talking about a different one that spells the word sugar honey iced tea, like with the first initial on each name, like on sugar and then honey and ice and tea, SHIT. Like, if you didn't catch the drift. But it's where I was like, hopefully he gets that pile over him. But it's where then I'm like about to hit a diving crossbody on the Danielson with Jack Perry. Hold on. That's where he throw a finger right onto the fans. And that's another reason why the fans do not like him, is this guy, including this one right here. Accessories that wants to beat the living daylights out of. This is where we got packed and then turn him around. He has a roundhouse kick right to the midsection. I was like, yeah, get him, take care of him. Like, so I had to see this hideous idiot that's insulting us by saying some things that he already is. With one of them being the B-bomb, of course. But this is where Paxton sent him right to the outside and the left side, to be the exact. Ours him to the left side. He hits a cartwheel moonsault right onto the scapegoat and the guy that thinks that he's the one that controlling the weather, like, and that is and Lord and assassinators, please for me, bitch, man. But this is where then we got Jack Perry then throws him. I mean, not Jack Perry. It was Pac that threw Okada in the ring, and this is where I was very disappointed when Pac then hits his maneuver. But he only gets a 2.99999999999 double triple minus 1 point away from me. I was like, oh, come flubbing on. Like, it should have been this guy that should take the pin. Like, even though I would have expected it to be the Young Bucks, but dang, like, this should have been the match finish right here. But this is where we got Pac was like, all right, no matter. Like, I got plenty more moves to hit. This is where he hits him face first, right into the turnbuckle and the turnbuckle. This is where Pac then hit the pump kick right into the face onto Kazuchika. This is where then he hit a pump kick once again, like send him right to the bottom corner ropes. This is where he hits a third one, knocking him down. This is where we got. And just hit some knife edge chops, which he earned himself like probably a number 7 spot. He goes for a pump boot. That's where he starts squeezing around his neck. And he's like, yeah, take care of this SOB for me. Like, yeah, give him what he deserved for being a terrible human being. And I was totally agreeing with these guys. This is where they got the tag. Bryan Danielson got in the ring. This is where then we got Bryan Danielson starts stomping on him like, starts stomping on him right to him until Bryan Danielson hits a European uppercut. This is where Okada shook his head. I was like, you think that's going to bother me? This is where he hits a thunderstorm and European uppercut in response, and this is where Bryan Danielson did the same, like going for an uppercut on him. Okada was like, he's like take this, you bearded freak. And this is where he's like, who are you calling a freak? Like, and this bearded freak is gonna take you out and kick your effing head in. Like in the message to your friend is where they start going for a European uppercut, looking like if they're your own versions of Randy Orton and Claudio. This is where the fans were cheering for Bryan Danielson, including this one. Like when I was watching on television, while Kazuchika Okada go for a European uppercut. I was like, boo, yay, boo. And this is where he tags in the bastard Pac, the double team with a pump boot right to the face. That's where he starts squeezing on Nick. I was like, yeah, like referee, like I would be biased right here because after all, he does deserve it. Like he don't even give a damn about you, so why you should give a damn about this guy? That's where he started counting like 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, oh, come on. But luckily, Claudio tagged in, give out some time. That's where he then continued to double team him with him going for a European uppercut. I was like, yeah, that's what I would be doing, like, but all by myself, though. That's where he tags in Wheeler Yuta. That's where then he hits an elbow drop right into the face. That's where then we got him tagging back in Bryan Danielson. That's where he was holding back. That's where Bryan Danielson went right to the middle ropes. That's where then that's where I started doing the yes chance maneuver. I was like, come on, Danielson, what you're doing? Like, take care of this good for nothing piece of sugar honey iced tea. And this is where then Bryan Danielson then hit a double drop kick, which he finally did so without him moving out of the way. I was surprised that did not happen. That's where then he tried to do like this. What's that? Like an arm stretching leg hooking maneuver, like his legs into Okada's legs, like bending the back. And then this is where the foot stomp. And this is where he tried to go like a double cobra clutch, like squeezing his neck. I was like, come on, choke his conniving ass out. That's what I was saying right here. Like, I know I might have taken this character a little bit too far, but hey, like this is my podcast. This is my rights of being a fan. Like I'm gonna tell you how I feel. But this is where then we got Impact then sent Okada right into the upper left side corner. That's where he stared at the rest of the league, he's like, y'all, I'm coming after you guys next. This is where he hits the European uppercut. Pac then got Okada down. This is where I was hoping that he was down for good, but unfortunately Okada kicked out at 2 even. This is where Pac starts stopping him. I was like, yeah, get him, like, give him what he deserves. Like, that's what I would like to do with my nephews being there as well. Like, and then beating the hell out of DM. This is where then we got that's where then this is where we got Pac got the advantage over Okada until we got somehow Okada got back on his feet. And they're sure they go back and go in the 4-on-1 disadvantage until Claudio came in and tried to help out his teammate Wheeler Yuta, or Pac and Wheeler Yuta. With Wheeler Yuta never getting suplexed, but this is where he tried to go up the top rope. But this is where we got Jack Perry tripping right over, hits him right into the family jewels. I'm like, and I was like, yeah, like it seemed like he's not gonna be starting a family anytime soon if he has the starter point of being a family man, like with his significant other. But this is where we got Pac then. I mean, it's not Pac. It was Bryan Danielson chased him out of the arena by going up in the stairs, like how CM Punk and MJF did back in 2021 in that 6-man tag match when CM Punk and Darby Allin and Sting took on MJF and the FTR. Like that's how they did so by going up in the stairs. That's where we got. This is where this match looked like it turned into a 6-man tag match with Okada and the Young Bucks, and along with Pac and Claudio and Yuta are still in this match. With Nicholas Jackson hitting the avalanche suplex on the Yuta because he's the number one guy to hit the top rope suplex, the complete opposite of Willow the Pillow and Kevin Owens. This is where then we got this is where Nicholas and Matt Jack tried to go for the EVP trigger. This is where they went for the double knees. This is where we got it was Pac that was playing possum, but the Young Bucks would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling bastard. And I don't mean that by insult. I actually mean that in a compliment because I loved it when he meddled like the bastard that he is. But this is where we got Okada then turn into the bitch that he is by turning back into the bitch that he is. He kicks him right into the gut. He DDTs Pac right into the top corner barricade. Not barricade. I mean, the top corner of the concrete floor in the ringside area, of course. That's where they try to go for the TK driver right onto Wheeler Yuta, but this is where Claudio caught Matthew Jackson when he tried to go for, not Matthew Nicholas, when he go for a 450. He's like, he's about to go for a powerbomb. He's like, I have a better idea. That's where we got Nicholas, this is where Matthew Jackson got Scorpion Death drop by Wheeler Yuta. This is where we got Claudio Castagnoli then go for like a dozen swings onto Nicholas Jackson until Wheeler Yuta hits the drop kick. He goes for the pin. He gets the 1, 2, 3. Winner of this match, the Blackpool Combat Club, the trio champion, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac, and the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon even. But But yeah, a humongous congratulations. It was both the match of the night, not only on Collision, but also on Rampage as well, because the match was still going when Rampage started, which that's the good thing about having a back-to-back show on the same channel. And maybe this was a blessing in disguise, like to get everybody give them a reason to watch it, which it was still live. And then they changed the banners and the graphic on there, like as soon as the match was over. Well, at least the banner part, right, on the ringside area. But this is where we got Lexi Nair then interviewed the Outrunners with them celebrating celebrating their first win in AEW. What a moment for these guys! And let's just say they're not the only wrestlers that had their moment on this lovely Friday night. And this is where then we got but yeah, this is where that's where there's like, yeah, there's so much to celebrate tonight. But unfortunately, before they can even have a chance to have a proper celebration, like that got ruined by a couple of combative psychopaths that just got out of their Chevy white SUV. This is where we got Turbo Floyd was like, pop the champagne, truth, like well, let's go back to, and it was like, yeah, like we were topping the merchandise charts like last week, and this is the same week, like, and after that same week, like we get our first win, like. And this is where John Moxley then came with a nightstick and hit him by both True Floyd and not True, Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum with him and right into the back in their midsection. And then we got Marina Shafir take care of the female member with Lexi Nair that was running scared. She was like, "Oh shoot, like I better get out of here," while screeching. This is where Marina Shafir sent I forget the female member's name. But yeah, she sent her back first right into the corner. That's where John Moxley was like, "Congratulations!" And he was like, "I hate to ruin your parade, boys. Like this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like maybe, maybe, yeah, it's a little while ago." And that's where they tripped. And this where he slammed them face first right into the ground. This where then Turbo Floyd like, "Ow, like what did I do?" Like, and unfortunately, they did not have a chance to sell because they're getting checked in. Like, if they didn't got injured, like right after they got their most highlighted magnificent win of tonight, even though it was in a squash match against two jobbers. But that was not all, because we got Queen Amanada was coming out to the ring, and this is where we finally saw her have her moment and be victorious, like in their match against this enhancement talent name. What's her name? Miss Kate. That's her name. It's the one that looks like Zoe Stark with the reddish brown hair. This is where then we got. That's where they spin around. Queen Amanata hits her with a back to belly face slam. This is where Queen Amanata and got back up. This is where then she pick up Miss Kate. This is where then she go for a German suplex. This is where then she sat right up. This is where she was like, "Yep." Yeah, like, that was very easy. Like, she didn't bring up no fight out of that German suplex. Like, man, like I'm starting to second guess this match, like of being like finally getting my spotlight in AEW programming. This is where Amanada then this is where then we try to grab onto Mr. Kate, but this is where Mr. Kate try to boot her away. She's like, "All right, I have enough. Like, you should win by default. Like, I surrender." This is where Queen Amanada's like, "No, like I'm off falling for that old trick." And this is where like it was a trick, but it was not the one she expected. Her. Like when she tried to grab her, she get hit with the right hand, like with the referee trying to stop her. Maybe she should have took his advice, but this is where then we got Mr. Kate then try to run right to the right side, but this is where Queen Amanada then hit a double hand chop right onto the chest, and this is why I was like, yeah, like don't let the other, yeah, maybe not a good idea to let the size fool you, even though she's not like small, but at the same time she's not so too big. But compared to this girl, like she was like the Nyla Rose in this match, like how huge she was, and then she followed it up with a big headbutt right to the head, which she called it either called the BB or brain blade. The brain blade or something like that. I don't know, but that's what Tony Schiavone pointed out with what's her name watching backstage in the monitor, Serena Deeb, because it looked like they're about to be in some kind of a rivalry. That's where she got the 1, 2, 3 winner of this match, Queen Amanada. Big congratulations to African-born wrestler, and yeah, hopefully there's more of these wins wherever this came from, like the Outrunners, like Turbo Floyd and what's his name, Turbo Floyd and what's his name, Truth Magnum. That's what his name is. Yeah. Like, hopefully there's plenty more wins where that came from. And finally, Anthony Khan finally sees some potential in these guys, like of them being a potential competitors to be, what's that word? Like, they're to be like finally getting some wins. And let's hope this is going to be a more of a consistent thing rather than being an occasional one. But yeah, this is where like she got the wins. This is where she was like, "I'm coming after you, Serena." And I believe whoever wins this rivalry will get a shot at the AEW Women's Championship, perhaps against Mariah May, like at Wrestle Dreams, perhaps. If not, somebody from New Japan or Stardom. I don't know, but let me know what your thoughts on what's the future of the made-up African queen of AEW, like how Nana is. Well, I don't want to say too much into that because I don't want to disrespect their personas. I'm just saying, but I'm a huge fan of them because they are very entertaining with their respective characters. But this is where we got a hype video between Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland next. And they're very intense. They're intense with that non-sanctioned steel cage showdown. And then they also did the same with like a little vignette with Daniel Garcia and MJF, which Taz was giving him his 2 cents, sharing his 2 cents onto this rivalry. Like, yeah, this fight between MJ, like this is very this is getting way out of hands, like right here, and this is like the only way they can be satisfied if they kill one or the other. And I was like, yeah, that's very terrible. Like to that point that they're almost worse than, if not like exactly more worse than the time with Toni Storm versus what's her name, Mariah May feud. Like the only way that we could see time with Toni Storm will get her way if she makes. If she can kill her, that's what we can see with Daniel Garcia with MJF. And that's where then Taz was like, yeah, winning's not enough right here with these men. And this where Excalibur then also was in this video, like explaining what could possibly could happen. Say like what, like, and some of the fans are asking like what's going to exactly happen after All Out. Will there be any will the loser what's that? Will the loser will survive from this brutal contest, or is he gonna perish and he's gonna be a goner or something like that? And I was like, what? Either way, like let's hope that none of these guys legitimately gets killed right here. But I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. But we got Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes and Hologram, which he's making his AEW Rampage debut because he only wrestled for AEW Collision. I'm not sure about Dynamite though. But all I know is he's like a regular on Collision on Saturday nights, which it was on Tuesday. It was on Friday last night because the pay-per-view for AEW All Out is going to be on tonight rather than Sunday because that's when the NFL show starts, which that's what we heard from both Nigel and Tony Schiavone, which it answers our question. We already predicted that. And already knew that it had something to do with the football season being back on. But this is where we got it was I believe it was Hologram, and then it was taking on the Dark Order's, I believe, Evil Uno, I believe. That's where we got, John Silver and Alex Reynolds was right into the corners. That's where Evil Uno then try to go for a handshake. He's like, don't worry, like, I'm not going to bite. Like, just because I have this mask on don't mean I'm actually a shark. Like, don't let the accessories fool you. That's where then we got holograms. I'm not gonna fall for it. He's like, oh, that's too bad because you're not gonna see exactly what's coming. This was like, what is that? Like, I believe that question caught him off guard because he kicked him right in the gut easily. That's where then Evil Uno warned him. He's like, I warned you. Like, you should have been cautious. That's where he tried to flip him right over to the left side, trying to flip him right back. But this is where he gets arm dragged by Hologram. That's where he's like,